Lorelai, you okay?
It's not a day.
All right. You wanna
introduce?
Yeah.
You wanna introduce
Yeah.
you? You want me to introduce
Hey, it's Lorelai, if you couldn't tell. So I have a very fiery, aggressive passion for Halloween and costumes and cosplay in general. And I want to talk about some like our favorite like spooky and like Halloween stuff and memories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So my first question is, what is your favorite personal Halloween costume? What you've done? Okay.
Pick which turn.
What's yours?
You can start it.
Do you?
can start first.
Okay. So mine's a tie. Like there's like one from like grown up me, like somewhat closer to now, and there's one from when I was little. When I was little, there's just this really adorable photo of me in like a fairy costume, and I'm like grumpy, but like it's cute, and like it's from like 2007. I just moved to Texas, and it's adorable. And then like my favorite, more recent one, was from like. Although when we show the photo, we're gonna have to like blur my face because it's 7th grade and I look rough. But I put in like a lot of like heart and passion into like this Ghostbusters costume, and I spent an entire summer making my own proton pack that had like a Bluetooth speaker in it and like working lights, and I blew some kids' minds, and I'm very proud of it.
Mr. Taylor's.
Wow.
Alright, Melina.
Oh, okay. Oh, so many. I was Daphne for like the first 6 years of my life. Every year. My favorite, I was Karen from Mean Girls. I had like a little mouse ear thing, and I was like, and that was that, and that's what I did all night long, and that was my thrown together costume. Yeah,
I would've
thank
hit you.
That was
Like,
it.
after the second time.
That was the
so
thrown
cute,
together?
though.
That was the thrown together?
Yeah, that was it. I was like, I'm a mouse, dad. That was all I did all night long. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't be sexy corn.
Okay, so I have a few, like I couldn't just narrow it down. My two like favorite ones that I spent the most, like, well, no, not really. I was Roxanne my sophomore year from a Goofy movie, and like I had like the mom jeans, the teal shirt, like all of that. And then I was a Fembot last year from Austin Powers, and I didn't get to wear it, which is sad because it was so cold, but the thought was there and I still took pictures in it. And but one of my all-time favorites is Frankenfurter and Barbie post-surgery. Yeah. So basically, I saw this video of a makeup artist, and she like went through and did like the lines, like so if you wanted like a facelift, you had like the up arrows and like, so I did that, and then after that I went in with like silicone and latex, well not latex, an alternative because I'm allergic to latex, and made it look like I was all bruised and swollen and stuff to do like post-op Barbie. So yeah, it was really cool.
I've never really, okay, I love Halloween in theory, I love it so much, but I am too lazy and unmotivated to ever really actually put passion into it. So, my costumes are all thrown together. My favorite being, I try to be like gender bend, the Mad Hatter, okay?
Yes.
And so I took this old teal t-shirt that I had, and I turned it into a teal skirt. This was like the night before I was about to wear this to school the next day. And I took it and I made it into a skirt, and I like, I got the hat from somewhere. That was the only pre-planned part. And I had these like blue boots, and I like kind of threw it together, and I got to school, and everybody was like, oh, I love that character.
6th grade, whenever we were allowed to wear our costumes to school.
Yes, I think it was.
That was the first and only time.
I don't know if I have any pictures of it anywhere.
I don't think 6th grade existed personally
Yeah,
because I can't
so
find any
just-
from it.
We'll just like Photoshop
Yeah,
just like
just
what
picture.
it would be.
Oh, is it my turn? Okay. I love Halloween. It's the best. I wish I could celebrate it all year long. I think one of the reasons I love it so much, though, is because you get to get in costume and character, and like more people do it than on average, day-to-day stuff. So, oh man, I know. I mean, really, if I could wear a costume every day, I totally would. So this is really hard. I guess I have, oh my god. All right, so whenever I was a kid, I was still very hardcore about it too. My mom used to like hand make our costumes when we were kids, and so I had a lot of really awesome stuff growing up that my mom made for me and my sister before my little sister was born. So me and my older sister like would have stuff. But I remember whenever I was in, let's see, it was either 4th or 5th grade. It must have been 5th grade because I had glasses, yeah. Okay, so I remember that I wanted something that was really over the top and different from anybody else. And so we had to have, it had to be a storybook character, like to wear it to school, like it couldn't be just anything.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, how can I take this idea I have and turn it into a storybook? And I have to say this because if my family ever listens to this and I don't say this costume, they'll be really mad at me. And I do have pictures.
Yay.
I was a tree. And I mean like foam tree. My face like was in the hole, and like I couldn't sit down at school all day. I had to stand
You were tree
up.
one. I think she was tree one.
Because I was a tree, and I wanted to be a tree really bad. So whenever like there were theater jokes about playing games, like I'm a tree, I'm like, oh dude, yes.
And see, I'm not even like questioning that because that's just so you. Like, I would expect nothing less.
Yeah, and my family loves to joke about it, and I'm like, hey, it's cool if I can make you laugh and have a good time, then that's great. But I also want to really quickly throw out my favorite adult costume, and I have many of them, but Mr. Hamilton and I, before we were married, we wanted to do something really cool. This was like our second Halloween, and Where the Wild Things Are came out, the movie, and we loved the book growing up, and so we were really excited about the movie, loved the movie, and so we made our own costumes, and we wanted them to look like children had put them together too, so we like actually handmade everything. And so he was Max, and he still has his wolf suit and everything, and then I was one of the Wild Things, and I have pictures of those too, but it was so magical. We had the best time ever, and it like made us love each other even more. So, oh my God, it was so much fun. So, anywho.
Wait, you have a sister?
I have two sisters. I'm a middle child, if you couldn't tell.
Everything makes sense.
Yes,
It's
I
okay,
have an
Marcus.
older half brother. I have an older, he's a tattoo artist. I have an older sister. She's only 16 months older than me, so super close age. And then I have a younger sister who is 7 years younger than me, but we're also very close.
It's okay, Marcus, I didn't know either.
But now you do.
Well, he's known her since middle school.
I'm surprised you never like saw them, but that's okay.
Wait, they were here.
Yeah, you not remember Marcus?
No, not even a little bit. Okay. So my costume, so my favorite costume to wear was. Okay, keep in mind that I was a chubby baby. All right. I mean, I wasn't fat, but I had some baby fat on me, you know. So when I was like, I forgot how old I was, but I know I was a little boy. I was very tiny.
I don't like how long his explanations go.
Hold on, you gotta. This is the best part.
It's like,
So-
hear me out.
Yeah, it's like, hear me out, okay? So, my grandma, before she passed, she made me this costume. It was a pumpkin costume.
Oh my god.
Alright? I was full blown in a pumpkin. Like, I was a baby, there were no armholes, so I sat there like this, all tied up, sit down like a pumpkin. I had a little pumpkin hat with a little stem coming out.
Do you remember this?
I don't remember that, no, I saw pictures, I was like, that's
He doesn't, I would have called that so bad.
Having any memory.
I'll try to see if I have pictures, but yeah, I was small, I had a pumpkin, and
If he
yeah.
doesn't, Natalie, it's your,
Yeah,
it's
no,
your,
I will
like, I
give
think
you
you are legally
an
required.
illustrated representation of
Yes.
that.
If you
If we
describe
just send her a baby picture of you so she
Yes, I
can.
have a face for reference, and that's all I need.
If you were
That I
able
will
to describe
do.
it that well, you saw it last night. You saw the picture last night. You
I
have
just
it.
remember it's vaguely in my mind.
Vaguely. It was a 5-page essay on what it looked like.
Yeah. Okay, it was round. It was orange. I was in a pumpkin.
And I was like this.
There was a stem.
I remember the
green.
tiny
I was in a
feeling of my
pumpkin.
arms.
It was round.
The answer is that he wore it.
Yes.
The baby was just an excuse for him to say, oh, I wore this last night. And this is why
How it was like.
Don't king shame.
Yeah, exactly.
Austin, it's your turn.
No,
Miss
it's
me.
Oh, I
Brooke's
missed.
turn.
Might be.
Okay, so I've never been a big Halloween person growing up. That's just kind of how my family was. But I always loved trick or treating. Like I love trick or treating because I would have like candy all the way till Thanksgiving. So because I would ration it out.
I felt
Well,
that.
my first Halloween, that I ever got to go trick or treating, I had just watched Avengers beforehand, but I missed my opportunity. So for a whole year, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna want to be Black Widow for Halloween. And so the next year, me and my mom went all out on this, and I have a picture, don't worry, but oh my gosh, I was a tiny 4th grader, so I'm just so short in this picture, but I got the red hair and I got everything about the costume, and my mom did my makeup, and I absolutely loved this costume so much. This is my most favorite one I've ever done, of all time.
That sounds so cool.
That
I
sounds
would've got,
dope,
such a cool
actually.
4th grader.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do the Catwoman costume, but my mom's like, it's too tight, and
I
I'm
would
like,
love to be Lizzie McGuire.
how do you do that?
The animated character with the pink tank top.
Okay.
Like an actual Lizzie McGuire or a sexy Lizzie McGuire?
How do you?
It's only sexy Lizzie McGuire.
That episode was 2 back. 2 back.
Oscar.
Oh, that's me. How sweet. Okay, so Halloween's cool and all. I guess it's kind of a side attraction for me this month, but I do like it. I do enjoy it.
Wait, do you mean because
So his
your
opinions
birthday?
are invalid.
What?
Do you mean because your birthday? Is that
Yes, my birthday is more
It's
important to me than
Oscober.
Halloween. It's Oscober for a reason.
Wait, so you have your
I
birthday and
forgot
then you get a
about
bunch
that.
of free
I
candy?
sorely disagree as an
No.
October baby.
Why did you say it like no?
No.
But since I'm not a super mega Halloween guy, I don't really have good costumes at all every year. But I remember for 5 to
Sorry, I'm cold.
it's okay. I remember for 5 to 6 years, I dressed up as Batman for Halloween.
I was Batgirl for 4
Yes,
years.
sir.
Nice. And for 2 of those years, it was a costume. For 4 of those years, it was a hoodie with a Batman hood on.
Yeah.
Nice.
I did the exact same thing and I still have it. It was like a zip up in the front.
Yeah. But
Consider my tomboy
I
phase.
think I really like the Batman costume because there's a whole story that goes with it, and I just remember it so vividly. I'm not sure if I want to share it though.
Okay.
It's okay. It's
We
okay.
can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have our
My
minds.
Batman story. I kind of want to share it now. Okay, I'm gonna take up another 10 minutes of your time. So basically,
How about abbreviated version?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you cut it to 30?
The Cliff Notes.
fine.
Yeah, 10 seconds.
So basically, I was walking back home from trick or treating, like every little boy
7.
does, and so I lived on the same street as one of my friends from school, right? And so Haley, I'm going to be very upset with you.
Sorry.
And so we were both getting home around the same time, and so I was like, hey, hi, and he was like, so you're Batman? I'm like, yeah, and then he was like, I bet you're not as strong as Batman, and so I took
Lights
that
out.
personally, and I said, you want to see? And he said, yeah, so I punched him across the face as hard as I could. I was like 7 or something at the time.
Oh,
8
so
maybe.
it wasn't he wasn't like.
I don't know, it could have been 4th grade, I
Like
don't remember, he
injured,
just
he was
wasn't ready
fine.
for his hand.
This is really off topic. I'm looking at.
As hard as I could, and then I got in trouble right after that. My mom made me go home. Because she was right there, right behind me when I did it.
To be fair, you asked the guy and he said yes.
Yeah, I would have been so proud. Yeah.
There was consent. Consent is key.
There was consent. Yeah, we were still friends after that, and we were friends until I moved. I mean, I came back, but we don't talk anymore. So yeah.
Dang.
That's
Oscar
still
really
really
said
funny.
justice.
Can I say, when I was looking for pictures of Halloween costumes just to remember what I've done, and this is not helping, this camera is making me realize how long my legs really are. I am sitting straight up right now and my legs are still you see this? Look at me and Natalie. No, all my Halloween costumes were right here and I was 7.
By the way, if you want to see our faces and our bodies, go on to YouTube.
Yeah,
Oh, that's happening?
Oh, this is gonna be on
Yeah.
YouTube?
Yeah.
I was
Oh, that's-
scratching my
crap.
chin earlier.
I know. So yeah, we're starting to experiment with some camera stuff. If you guys have any suggestions, go ahead and throw it in the comments. But yeah, I just thought that this would be cool for you guys to see us and hear us. So
See our faces.
see our little
If
faces
that's
with
what you want.
masks.
Get in
Check out the
person.
drip.
AJ?
Hey, Jack.
Oh, my bad.
Oh wow, I didn't mean to.
I have no costumes. That I know I've dressed up every year. I just don't remember it anymore.
Oh.
I remember one only because it was super uncomfortable. It was when I was 6. I dressed up as Jack Sparrow, and I had a wig, and I would always like take it off before I went up to every house because it was just super itchy. And yeah, no,
Take off the
that's
wig before you said trick or treat?
yeah. No, I was just in like the outfit, yeah. No wig. It was so uncomfortable.
You got a haircut. It's okay.
But yeah, that's like all I remember. I also wanted a banana one year.
That was nice.
Sorry, what were you saying? I'll say it into your eyes.
So now the whole world gets to see your obsession with AJ?
Yes.
Can we cut that out?
No, it's saying it. Okay, so as
Hey,
all,
why do you get to decide? No kidding.
so as all of you know, I am a very, very big fan of Naruto. I legitimately wear an Akatsuki ring all the time now because this year I'm doing an Itachi cosplay, and it looks pretty dang good. Not gonna lie.
It does. His contacts.
It really does.
So good.
Yeet.
So
Does it?
that one, and then whenever I was really, really young, I also did a Jack Sparrow. However, I did not have a wig. I did, however, my parents bought me like this little tiny like telescope that I still have to this day. That's like barely like, yeah, I don't know, but it was interesting.
Oh, why don't you want to go as like Sasuke Uzumaki?
Hey, the bell.
Just Captain Kyle.
Alright.
Marcus?
Wait.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing, Marcus?
You good?
Marcus, you need a minute?
What's wrong?
Oh my god.
Marcus, if you know.
Safety is important. He wanted his mask back on. Oh great, speaking of watch it.
I know.
Gather yourself.
You know it was good when you're waving your hand.
Must have been one good
Are
for
you
roll-up.
okay?
I remember that feeling.
What are you laughing at?
I don't even know. I just
That's how it be sometimes.
hi.
And I like his eye contact. That was so good. Born for
Marcus, go! We don't have enough time, go!
Halloween costume.
Nothing, because I did Halloween
This is,
once,
you
on the day that my mom allowed me to. She said it like 5 minutes before I like actually went out trick or treating. So I just like ran to my drawer, grabbed some clothes, grabbed my pillowcase, and left. And then my friend put like fake blood on me. So I was like, I'm a undead skater.
You
or
know,
whatever.
you could remember your since you didn't do Halloween, my favorite costume I've ever seen you / put you in is the goblin from Rapunzel.
Oh my god!
When I put you in the bald cap and put your nose on it.
I'll pop a picture of that if anyone
Yeah, I
has
definitely
that.
will.
Oh my god.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Have an allergic reaction to latex for you. Just
Lorelai.
Okay, so my second question is costumes or just things that like scared you as a kid whenever around Halloween time. My main experience with this was like my brother had this like prosthetic bloody hand that he would put in random places around the house just to scare me, like the craft drawer and the toy box, and I would just scream. Because I was just very scared of it, and also like anyone in the clown costume as a child.
Yeah.
I would tape it
Yeah.
underneath the toilet seat. Just like tape a prosthetic.
Do you remember that one year when there was like actual killer clowns?
Yeah.
They're
That was the year that everyone wanted to dress up as a killer clown. It was terrifying. That's
Actually,
all.
my mom and dad would not let me walk home anymore because of that.
My mom
Yeah, I
would
would
ring
wait an
because
hour
of that.
to 2 hours after school to get a ride from someone because I was so scared to walk home.
But that is truly frightening.
My yearbook photo, I dressed up as a clown that year.
Oh yeah, you did.
Oh my god.
I remember that.
Because everybody was freaked out about it.
Yeah. I totally forgot about that.
I didn't know the story behind it. I was just like, I'm not gonna ask questions. It's Mr. Amos. I'm magnificent, right? See, personally, there wasn't any Halloween costumes that really like scared me as a kid because all I wanted to, we all know I'm a horror junkie. All I wanted to do was be something scary, but my good Christian grandmother said no.
Yeah.
She refused. Like there was like no, no.
That's the devil.
No, yeah, literally.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm like, this is the witch's holiday. Like, this is the devil's holiday. You are worshiping the devil if you partake in this. And I was like, I'm not gonna say that. But my favorite scary Halloween costume I saw was these people down the street from me. They had a Halloween party, and I was friends with their daughter Madison. This is the only one that kind of just like scared me. Y'all have seen Dexter?
Yeah.
So you know how he saran wraps them to the table?
Yeah.
Well, the wife, completely in the nude, was on a table that they put like wheels on, and they put blood all over it, and they wrapped her in saran wrap to the table, and then I think the husband who had like that red hair, he was Dexter, and so they went as Dexter and his victim for Halloween at the party.
That's pretty fun.
It was so good.
Cool.
Wow.
Like, she covered up the lady bits with, like, pasties and stuff, but, like, it was just, like, I was just like, this is insane, because it looked so real. Like, it was so cool, and that's probably the one that kind of freaked me out the most, but, yeah. I was, like, 10 when that happened, maybe, so, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You said she was nude?
Yeah.
She said it was covered up.
Okay. Well,
But she was
that's not
very...
My scariest Halloween experience was probably, I want to say either 6th or 7th grade, I don't remember which one. But these people down the street from me, they had their whole family get together, and they were like various characters from like a really just like your stereotypical scary asylum. So one of them was like a nurse, but her head was completely wrapped and like she was bloody, and then like, there's another guy with like the axe.
Silent
we
Hill.
lived close to me. Yeah.
Silent Hill.
The
nurse from Silent Hill.
Yes.
Yes. I know exactly what you were talking about.
Yes.
I know the people you were talking about too. I
Yeah,
saw
we
them.
live close to each other.
Yeah.
So, but we walked over on their lawn, and we were just like talking to them. We were like, "Hi, how are you going?" They weren't responding, of course.
That's when it's weird. That's when it's weird.
Yeah,
Whenever you try to talk to someone and
were
they
not
don't
responding
respond.
to us at all. We would walk up so close to them. I touched one guy. I was like, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" And he just like stared at me, and for some reason it scared
Did they have
me
like the
so
pyramid
much.
head?
Yeah.
Like with the big
And I
huge
was like,
pyramid. So yeah, editing Haley, flash up pictures from Silent Hill of the nurse, pyramid head, all the creepy peoples, and maybe I can find a picture of them. I
Yeah,
feel like I
I
have
hope
one
so.
on my mom's Facebook.
It like really freaked me out.
Yeah, it was weird. That one was creepy.
Yeah.
I think
They
I
were
repressed that one.
weirdly good at it.
Yeah, because they literally didn't move. They were just like the people in New York that play as statues. They were just like, oh.
That is definitely a scare tactic.
Yeah.
For sure, and to not respond whenever people talk to you, because it puts them on edge. For sure. So, I don't know. I love scaring people at Halloween. I guess whenever I was a kid, I was little. I don't even remember how old, but I remember my dad would take us trick-or-treating while my mom would be at home for the trick-or-treaters to hand out the candy. And we had gone to one of the neighbors' houses. And I remember we had walked up, we knew the neighbors, we, got the candy, blah, blah, blah. They had this cool scarecrow. It was kind of creepy and kind of scary, and we're walking away. And, my dad was like, that a really cool scarecrow. And so we're looking at the scarecrow, oh, my God, that's really, oh, yeah, it's great, And then the scarecrow gets up and chases us. And, me and my sister are screaming, crying, running down the street. Ah! Freaking out because he totally...
Did it have a weapon?
Oh, my God, I don't remember. I just remember the panic that this thing that had been sitting still for so long had now moved. And it really freaked us.
The goblins at Six Flags. The spiders.
Yeah.
My partner's one.
Yeah.
The really tall one.
Yeah. Those things. The first year they did them, I think, was when we went on that field trip, and that was so scary because we were just like, what are they? They come back here.
Yeah.
They were so scary.
Yeah. Scary. Okay, so my scariest costume would definitely have to be Chucky. I've always hated Chucky. I don't care.
Interesting.
I've always hated Chucky. I've
I'll
always
bring
hated
my
him.
Chucky doll to school one day.
Yeah.
Like a doll, Chucky, bro, I'm out the room.
You just
I'm
gave us a
out.
very
I thought you meant
specific-
Chuck E. Cheese.
I was thinking about being Tiffany for Halloween this year, his wife. So
I'm just saying, anytime I see a Chucky doll, my cousins used to have one. I was like, nope, I don't want to go in the house.
Roman, I definitely
It's
thought you
Chucky
meant
doll.
Chuck E. Cheese.
That's a rat. I don't care about that.
That's
But the actual Chucky doll, he has a knife. He's gonna come to life and like kill me. Like,
I have it. I
no.
got the one at Hot Topic and I made him look prettier because that one's ugly. I think he's in the attic, maybe.
Oh, oof. I'm throwing hands every time I see him, bro. I swear.
I'm bringing him. I'll bring him.
No,
I'll bring him.
no,
I'll put him in my backpack.
no,
Yeah.
More than
No.
yet.
Yeah.
no.
Alrighty, so this
It's happening.
actually wasn't exactly Halloween night. This actually is the main reason why I don't go back to Fright Fest. Because when I was in 7th grade, my parents were like, "Oh, you want to go to Fright Fest?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I really want to." Well, all these people were like dressed up as like killer clowns and such, and I'm like, "I hate this! Get me out of here!" And so like anything just like scary, like bloody scary, like. Sometimes if I know who you are, it's like, oh, cool and all, but if it's like I don't know you, it scares the living crap out of me.
So like gory stuff.
Yeah, but if it's someone like I know who's doing it, like let's say Haley came in dressed like that, I'd just be like, whoa, and I'd be like, ah, nice. But if it's like I don't know you, it scares me.
It'd be a pretty strange thing to see from somebody you don't know. Maybe like
Just
Fun time.
Yeah, I am. Okay, wimps. So basically,
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa,
I can break your feet, bro.
bet. Anyways,
I break your nose.
so I don't know. I don't remember getting scared by much once I got like to a certain age. I'm sure like once I was younger, I was scared of like the thing everyone's scared of, like you know the spitters and the snakes and all that. You know, when you're little and you're afraid of everything.
Oh, sorry, wait, did you say the spitters?
You heard me.
Spitters and snakes.
But
Wait.
like,
I'm sorry, I must have zoned out for like 2 seconds while you were talking about spitting.
We're not. He was saying spiders and snakes, but he said it.
Spiders
I don't
did a
talk about
spitting
that.
noise.
Oh, spitters.
Like spiders!
No, I meant like
Yes.
spitting as in like just spitting in general. Not
I also
Spider-Man
thought that was
That's what I
really
thought he was. I was like,
I understand.
Like I spit on your piece.
okay.
Got
But
it.
anyways, like you know, everyone's afraid of that stuff when you're little. But like once I got to a certain age, like or something happened, I don't know. I like sort of stopped being afraid of stuff except like jump scares. But that's not actually scary. That's just like surprising, you know.
Yeah.
Like
It's fun.
I love getting scared so much. Oh.
it's just like I don't know. Like I'm not afraid of anything gory, but I guess when I was little, I was afraid of Chuck E. Cheese. So that's something.
literally.
No, honestly, I was
But like
afraid of
every
that, too.
kid is afraid of Chuck E. Cheese at some point.
I
in
bet
their
you had
life.
a ball when Five Nights at Freddy's came out.
I love that game. Yeah, I'm not really afraid of much. So you're all wimps by my definition and standards.
Okay,
That's a
Batman.
challenge.
I mean, I can kind of agree with Oscar on this one. I don't remember being scared like too much by anything when I was little.
Existential fears?
Yeah, put that back.
There was this one at like my old neighborhood. There was two things that happened like every year. That one just confused me, and one absolutely scared the donkeys out of me. The one that confused me was there was always this grown man who dressed up in a bikini and just ride around on a scooter. Now it wasn't necessarily scary, but it would just creep me out.
I get where you're going with this.
Yeah, he wasn't with anyone. He'd just be riding around on a bikini and a scooter.
For Halloween.
For no reason. I mean Halloween, but you know, like why that?
anything. He goes
The
that.
one day he felt like he could wear it.
Yeah, you did. You know what? Yeah.
Wait, is it like a man bikini that goes like this?
Oh, it's like just disgusting.
Oh,
okay.
God.
I mean, it was beautiful, but it was hard to look at. But no,
So beautiful.
the one thing that would like actually scared me is there's this one house on like the end of my street that there was like a girl that lived there, and then there was this guy who was missing both his legs. Now I think Halloween was his favorite holiday because he got to make use of that, and he dressed up as like a crawler zombie. And he'd hide around the porch.
Yes.
So whenever he went to like ring the doorbell, he'd crawl out. I was like, I was out of there. And every year he got me. I was like, this is the crawler house. I'd look around the porch, he's not out here. He'd come out with like the pots and stuff. I was, oh my god.
We should do a haunted house
Someone
here.
will kick him in the
We
face.
have before.
I actually had like the urge to do that once just because I was so scared. I was like, wait, nope, that's a person. But yeah.
They're
But
not
that's still
totally
really
good.
awesome.
Yeah,
That is
no,
sick.
it's really cool.
Sick as heckums.
I'm sorry,
Sick
what?
as frick. Sick as frick.
Alright.
No,
Yeah.
no, go back.
Go, Kyle.
Okay, cool. So, scary things, right? I honestly, like, very similar to Oscar and AJ, I don't really remember, like, being scared of much of anything.
You haven't
A
lived.
lot of it is, like, jump scared, which is just surprising. I will say, this is a funny story that you guys have already heard me say, I think. So, at Starbucks, we wear, like, headsets, and whenever the battery gets low, there's this lady that comes on the speaker, like, really loudly, and she just goes, "Battery level low." And it scares the crap out of me every single time. So I legitimately have had nightmares of this lady just talking to me.
Have you
And
ever?
it's the weirdest thing. And then like recently she became my sleep paralysis demon, and that's
Hell yeah.
worse.
Ooh.
Dang.
So
Oh.
Quite a
Battery
bit.
level.
Have you?
Shut
Has
up,
that ever been?
Marcus.
Again, you gave us a very specific weakness.
I know.
You know, my goal is to scare Kyle now.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna scare you, Kyle, whether you like it or not.
Oh,
Damn.
so you need scaring? Got it.
Are we scaring Kyle?
You
That's
just
fun.
gotta play Siri, right?
That sounds like a.
Yeah, anytime you say you can't get scared, I take that as a challenge.
Yep.
And you better be on edge the next few weeks because you don't know when I'm gonna strike.
Okay,
That
but
sounds amazing.
here's the-
Kyle, Kyle.
But here's the thing,
Kyle.
a jump scare isn't a scare. really.
It is a scare.
It is a
What's
scare,
all
but
act like
it's not
robots from
linked.
It's a
iRobot?
different
Right.
type of scare.
It's more so surprising
Kyle.
than anything.
I'm gonna get you.
Haley, I can't be scared.
Imagine being scared of a voice.
I think more so, other than like being scared, what we're talking about is like.
I'm scared.
Marcus, can you go real quick?
Oh, okay, so I'm just scared of anyone who actually tries hard on Halloween because I have glasses. I can't see. It takes like a little bit of time to process.
Glasses gang.
So if I see someone who looks bloody and I can't differentiate the latex versus the skin, my first instinct is to run. So
Yeah. That's so valid.
no,
Yeah.
don't like that. Also makes
Wait,
me
you are
feel
talking
what?
Thank you for the facts.
For what? I'm just saying, if anyone tries to jump scare me, my first thought is to punch. So
Okay.
I'm sorry for my future actions. Let's just say that.
It's okay, you're forgiven. We walked into it knowing what the consequences would be.
So my final.
Gallons of the stuff.
Thank
So my final question is, what are costumes you think are most overdone?
Speedrun, go.
Cats.
Harley Quinn.
Oh my god, I didn't have my notes ready.
You said
Jesus.
two
I know, I was trying to open it. Harley Quinn's Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that was gonna be mine too.
Hell, we'll change it.
Bad vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any girl that uses an excuse to dress like a slut.
Yes.
I'm gonna say that word.
Yeah.
I definitely would have to say zombies.
Elsa and Anna.
All those girls that call themselves crackheads and dress up as Harley Quinn specifically.
Marcus.
Okay,
What?
that's
No, I'm an actual crackhead. That's a difference. I mean,
I don't really have one. Oh my god.
Can I say Oscar now?
My kitchen.
It's your turn.
He said he didn't have one.
You don't have I'm an overdone costume?
Yes, you're an overdone costume.
Aw, that's rude.
COVID.
Miss Rona, stop it.
Get out of
Miss
here.
Rona.
Oscar said you're rude.
He's making me so happy.
Okay, so, most overdone costumes. Any superhero. Legitimately any of them.
Yeah, that is
Any and all of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Clark
Man,
Kent
calling
in
out
like
Brooke.
his work office uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the
Half pop open, yeah.
Kyle, I think you're a victim of that too.
Oh,
It's not his fault.
I'm sorry, I was that in a freaking
Not his
play.
fault.
that would have been my fault.
You were so
But I did dress up as Green Lantern.
Did you do the orange spray tan and everything?
Marcus.
Anything that says, I'm an undead blank.
Yeah.
Marcus, weren't you an undead
Yeah,
skater?
were you an anticipator?
I didn't have time, I had 5 minutes. There's a difference.
I
It's
mean,
not an
there's a
excuse,
difference.
only progress.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
What just happened? Hold up.
I don't know.
That was a lot.
But yeah.
Okay.
And that goes with our
I think
podcast.
that's it.
That's it.
All right.
Thanks, Lorelai.
Yeah, thank you, Lorelai, for the awesome questions.
Lorelai. Thank you,
I think we're
Lorelai.
gonna have try and have a little bit more Halloween related stuff maybe on next week's episode. We'll
Do
see.
we have next week and that's it until Halloween? Cause
Yeah.
Because this is the 16th, right?
Yeah.
No, it's
So
the
next week
15th.
starts the
Today's the
18th
5th.
through the 24th.
Yeah,
Next week
so
is the
if we recorded
Tomorrow's the
if
16th.
we recorded the week of Halloween and we posted it, we could post it on Saturday, like a Halloween episode, like Thursday
Yeah.
before Halloween, we could record a special Halloween.
We could
episode.
we
should
could
talk
share
about
our
Halloween
scary
candy.
stories. Like
I was thinking that,
I think that'd be really
We can
good.
always post that for the podcast.
Favorite Halloween
Yeah,
candy.
and we could also like do like camera stuff with it and
Yeah,
and make,
I
and
think
make
that'd
it
be
like
really
dark.
fun.
This could be great.
With like a flashlight, but yeah, if y'all have any topics you want us to talk about, leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to check out last week's episode. Subscribe, like, follow us on whatever you're listening to.
Yes.
Rate us on iTunes. Follow us on Spotify.
Yes.
Literally
Yeah.
support any support we love and
We
thank
cherish.
you. Yes, we cherish it.
We should
Thank
listen
you.
to Call of the Monsters next podcast.
Wait,
Yeah.
don't forget our
All right,
Tuesday
thank
rules.
you.
Copyright music.
No
Thank
politics.
Thank you guys for
Don't ask my
listening, and we'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.
Wish me luck. Going to a haunted house.